That'll teach your shit. Yeah! 5-2 up! Yeah, do us!
Holy shit.
8-4!
The fast play, I mean, some of the footage, you know, it just, you couldn't keep your head on straight. You'd be spinning in circles out there because you'd get the cherry picking, you know, whether you were ahead or behind. I mean, it could be intentionally, unintentionally, retired or not. Sometimes that game and the whole inbounce rules that we had that were kind of sloppy, and I mean, the game could go up and down and points could be scored in rapid succession, and then there are times where it could get slowed down. But usually that pace of the game was what made it exciting, is it was back and forth, and you know, a lot of excitement that way.
The game pace itself was extremely fast. We never had a slow pace. Basically, the only slow time of it would be if there was no defense, as you were coming up the court, and we'd be trash talking or something, or trying to set up some play that we had designed or whatever. But otherwise, it was pure fast break up and down the court.
Yeah, the game was very fast. I mean, it was only as a small court to begin with, so there wasn't much to run, even if you had to start running. But yeah, with having it be so short and so quick, you'd always have that person playing behind. You know, I specifically remember a lot of Rob hanging back, or Mike, just to get that cheap dunk.
I mean, if you can't go get the ball, we almost had to have a cherry picker the whole time, or a guy that goes back right away, because a guy would sit back there, 2 passes, layup. I mean, every point I think that was scored on the court averaged in 3 seconds or less.
Definitely a fast-paced game. I mean, it was basically an all-star game, except for we were playing to a set point of points as opposed to time. So, you know, you'll see stretches on the videos where, you know, it's, you know, basket after basket with maybe, you know, 2 or 3 seconds in between baskets, where especially after a while of playing, you know, people are kind of just standing around, you know, playing more like hockey style, where you're on a quarter of the court or a half of the court, you know, where it's kind of a 2-on-1 break, or a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 break going both ways.
You know, a lot of times if you'd make a basket and you'd turn around, the person inbounds in the ball would wrap it right off the back of your head or your back to themselves for the inbounds pass, so as long as it touched the other team, you could grab it yourself. So that happened quite often, but it was very fast-paced, very, very energetic, especially the 2-on-2 games. They were really fast. But 3-on-3 stayed up there pretty well because you had to get back on defense, because some people would slack off and play on the other end and wait for the dunk, which would be me, myself, and I that would do that. But otherwise, it was very fast-paced and full of excitement.